People always attracted to wood fire because we were kind of programmed for the last 10,000 years. When we see wood fire, we smell the wood, automatically related to warmth and food. Naturally, I grew up with wood fire because we lived in a farm. We didn't have electricity or water, running water. Wood was a common item to have. When we had time, we always used to chop wood, prepare for winter time, so we're gonna need wood to heat up the house and eat and everything else. I'm Maurice Yotnekbarian. I was born in Marseille, France, and I was 18 and a half when I came to the United States. I was trained as an automotive technician in France. I opened up my own automotive repair shop. We used to restore a lot of cars, Ferraris, Rolls Royces. Very good business. I have a very good reputation, but I sold my business in 1986. I didn't work for a year, almost a year and a half. And wood, fire, cooking was always, to me, an attraction. And now I noticed that even young people born and raised in this country, they get attracted to wood fire because definitely there's a difference in the way the food tastes. When I was in Europe, my relatives, they invited to their house, a farmhouse, they had a little this oven, handmade, and they were making pizza. It was October, it was raining, and we had a glass of wine, and the wife was rolling the dough, he was making the pizza. I said, this is a great idea, what a feeling. Everybody was around the fire talking with a glass of wine. I went to France again, I used to go all the time, and I saw the people making those pre-made kits. Maybe not as good quality, but they were making, I said, it's a great idea to get those ovens here. So I imported a few of the kits to see how they work out and stuff. I said, I'm going to show people that this is a good tool to have for the family, entertaining. All you have to do is eating even a turkey made in these ovens, roasted in these ovens. People actually, lay people, they can tell the difference on the flavor. After a few years, we started to make our own oven, open our own factory here. And because of my training, I knew exactly how an oven should function. So mechanically, technically, I think we designed a very good oven. I started late 1987, a little store on La Brea. And then we moved to Third on La Brea. We got a little bit bigger. Then we moved to Highland and La Brea. The business kind of started to grow quite a bit. Then later on, we went to gas fire ovens, which made it practical, mainly for commercial use. Then we even made coal fire ovens. I think we're the only company that makes the true coal fire ovens. Then Jean-Paul was going to college. He came in the afternoon, helped me out. Then when he finished everything, he started to work with me full time, and which was a big asset because at the time, everything was computer, internet and stuff. And that's one thing, I'm not into it. So he's my backing for anything technical, sales. He's a lot of help, not only for me. I'm happy that my son working for me. And that's a big, big plus. He's here, his family, and he's good at it too.
For Maurice, this was kind of a hobby, but then it came into more of a business, which I decided to join him because Maurice is a great guy, and who else to work with than with your dad. Hi, I'm Jean-Paul Yotnekbarian, Maurice's son. I've been at Earthstone Ovens since 1989. We started in a little shop on La Brea Avenue when I was just out of high school, and I've been here ever since. Obviously, the company has grown to where we are now in Glendale. We do ovens for homes, restaurants, hospitality, pretty much everywhere. So we're proud that all of our products are made in Los Angeles. We've been doing that for a long time. It's one thing that Maurice really strives on. That's important to him, and it's important to all of us also because we have many employees. It's good for our state of California. Having our products made locally gives us full control. We have full control over all aspects of the ovens that we manufacture, from the metal frame, the floor, the dome, the exterior, which ovens we can redesign or make new models, so everything we have full control over.
Everything is made here in United States, Glendale, California. We make everything here, including the tiles. We used to import the tiles, but we tried Italy, France, Belgium, China. We were never happy the way the tiles were. So for quite a few years now, we make our own tiles, and they cost us a little bit more, but they're made here. I have full control how they're made, and definitely they perform better than anything else we tried. So I'm very proud of everything is USA. We try to keep the quality. We don't try to make something cheaper. We use the real high-end material. Like a car, it has to really perform. In order to perform real good, it has to be done right.
Over here is our main casting facility where we have our mixer up above, where we mix the high alumina cement into the molds that are in the back. So that oven over there actually, or the mold, is a 160. It's a rather large oven. They fill it with the refractory, and then they use a large vibrating stick to get all the air bubbles out. And then it will sit for a day. Then we release the mold and remove each part out, and then it'll sit out in the air for a good month. So it cures slowly and properly. This is our hearth, and these are 12 by 12, 1.5 inch thick that we cast here in a similar process to the oven dome and wall parts. The main difference is the material. This is a higher grade alumina, which we actually use for our coal ovens that burn anthracite coal. So we put them in the molds, we vibrate them, they sit out, but then instead of leaving them out, we put these in an oven. It's about 700 to 800 Fahrenheit to dry them up. And we use this size due to reduce the cracking and stress from a hot oven that cools and it gets hot again. Because if you had a big, let's say as large as this grid here, there's much more chance that the floor tile will crack when the oven gets hot and then cools down again. So this minimizes the fracture or the stress of the stone when it gets very hot.
The difference between our ovens and some of the other ovens, the main difference is the ceramic material that we use. All our walls, the dome, everything is made out of ceramic material. That's what holds the heat in, that's what radiates the heat into the food product.
So we are laying in the 12 by 12 floor tiles for the oven, and they're laid in a very lean bed of 9 parts sand, 1 part cement, anywhere about 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick, and all level and flush, and then the oven dome components will sit on top of that.
Most of the other ovens and stuff, they're just the floor is ceramic, the rest is metal, or if it is ceramic material or clay, usually clay, they're very, very thin walled. You can tell by the weight of the oven compared to the other ones. The weight is not there just to have weight. The weight has a purpose and give you induction cooking.
So once the oven dome is assembled and strapped, we're gonna do a mix of perlite, cement, and water. It's done through the mixer here. It pours on top of the oven, a minimum of 4 inches around the side walls and the top of the dome of the oven.
What makes the difference about holding the heat in with our ovens? We insulate it with perlite. Perlite is an organic material. It takes a little bit of work, but we fill the cavity between the oven and the outside walls with perlite. So once the oven gets hot, that holds the temperature a lot longer in the oven. So that's why overnight our ovens, they're still at 500 degrees, 400 degrees. And these ovens, we've been selling these ovens for 34 years now. The best compliment is somebody calls and says, "Hey, Maurice, remember me? I bought an oven 30 years ago and I'm doing another restaurant. I want another oven." And we have ovens, to mention, at Jet Propulsion Laboratory for 20 years, UCLA for 15 years. They have 4 of them over there for UCLA, and they've been using them every day, 7 days a week. So that's the big difference between our ovens and the commercial ovens at what we do. Yeah, everybody says, "Come on, at your age, why don't you just, you got the money, why don't you take your wife and travel the world?" But this is what keeps me going, because to me, it might help everybody to hear this. I think our brain know what we do. Playing golf, playing crossword puzzle, or go to the country club, have a couple of drinks. But the brain knows this guy's not doing anything. Nobody needs them anymore. He's just killing time. But when you got 12 employees, they wait for you to get their paycheck. And the customers, they want an oven that works good and all that. So your brain knows that you get up in the morning, this guy got to keep on going because everybody needs him. That's what keeps me going. I got another 30 years to go. And I'm here clockwork before my guys. We just come up with idea, new design with my team. We design new ovens, we improve the ovens. Anything has to be done, I'm there. They've been working for me for 20, 30 years. They're very conscientious, but I'm always like anything else. I just go make sure that everything is following through good. I see a little thing, I say, oh, this thing, next time we gotta do it this way, it's better. Nobody will notice it, but I notice it. So this is my routine every morning. Then if they have any questions, they over here, boss, can you look at this, see what you think? And I'm there right away. Can we change this or do this way? It's better. So that's why I'm here every day. And I always look forward for Monday morning because I'm going to come to work. Years ago, I sold an oven to a gentleman from Beverly Hills. He was an investment banker, but a pretty big one. He got it installed, then he came over here, asked questions about how to use it. And we got in contact quite a bit. Call every so often, say, I did this in the oven, that. But one day he came over here and he said, Maury, listen, I take my customers to the best restaurant in Beverly Hills. He says, they've been there already. I pick up the tab. They got plenty of money. He said, then I invite them to my house. He said, let's come over for dinner. And he says, I cook dinner for them. And he says, then when we get done, after a couple hours, they said, this was the best meal. This was so nice together. He said they felt so warm. And he said that they'll remember. All the restaurants I took them, they've already forgot. He said they remember that meal. So that makes a lot of difference. The warmth, family, cooking with friends and family. That's the idea that I want to give to people because it does work and it's the way I feel.